House. We will announce the winner of the sideline at the start of the third inning of this game. Add this collectible card to your collection tonight and support the Chinooks in a fun way.
That's my cool. Back on my shoes. Hey, you got real power, you can move. Get back right. Get back right. Nobody stressed out, fight up. Yeah, love stress my case up. I'm doing this since she was like,
oh, going to the break for the Miners, number 24, Connor Quickle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. The Chinooks took the first game 7-6 in a close one over the Matsu Miners. Kevin Moore here, broadcasting for the second game as we are getting ready to start as Larson Kendrick, the starter for the Chinooks, as he gets things started against Connor Quickle. And that strike is in there. For the first strike, the count evens to 1 ball and 1 strike. I'll have the starting lineups for both teams in a minute when this inning is over with, as Larson misses high on that pitch for ball number 3, as the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the 2-1 delivery, and that is fouled off. This will stay in play as Wharton makes the catch.
NFL ball sponsored
No,
by
it
Representative Dan
doesn't.
Sadler.
That ball falls in for a foul ball. Wharton was there, but he couldn't come up with the catch. So we have a foul ball, and that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. And here's the 2-2 delivery. And that off speed will miss outside for ball 3. So the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch is swung on and missed. Larson gets the strikeout, and that will be the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Now stepping to the plate will be number 7, the second baseman, Danny Wright. Larson starts things off with a strike against Wright. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Larson. And that fastball is in there on the outside corner for a strike, as Wright finds himself down in the count. 0-2. Larson is from Medford, Oregon. He has an older brother who is a pitcher, and Hannes Kendrick, as Wright fouls that pitch off for a strike.
Here, you guys can one for hurricane and one for Robert.
And here's the 0-2 pitch from Larson. And that curveball just misses. Really close pitch there for ball number 1 as the count runs to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chinooks had 13 hits in the last game, scored 7 runs, as the Miners had 12 hits and 6 runs, so a lot of hitting in game 1. Combined total of 25 hits from both teams and 13 runs. Sam Brace got the win in that game. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Larson, and that off speed will miss high. As the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Larson just graduating from high school this past spring, and he will be a freshman at Biola University along with his older brother. As Larson walks Wright after being ahead 0-2 in the count, so that will put Wright on first with a walk. So with 1 out, a man on first, that will bring up the designated hitter, number 20, Austin Penarini. Penarini was 2 for 4 in the first game with 3 RBIs and a run scored.
Austin Penarini.
He had a base clearing triple in the first game. As Larson takes a look over at right at first. And that pitch will miss inside. Ball number 1. And that 1-0 will miss inside as well for ball 2. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's 3 straight. Misses inside by Larson. As the count will run to 3 balls and no strikes to the designated hitter. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that fastball is in there for a strike. Run the count to 3-1. You fans just now tuning in, this is the second game of a doubleheader. The Chinooks won the first game, the close one, 7-6. As Larson walks Pinarini there, and that will be 2 straight walks for the left-handed starting pitcher. So that will put 2 runners on with 1 out, and that will bring up Spencer Henson, who is batting .380 now. As his batting average improved. Spencer had a big game in game 1.
Number 35, Spencer Henson.
As he was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. He had a home run and a solo shot in game 1. And he has runners on first and second here in the top of the first. Larson gets things started with a strike on the outside corner. And Larson takes a look at the runner at second base as he comes set. And that off-speed is swung on and fouled off by Henson for the second strike of the at-bat as the count runs to no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that off-speed is swung on and hit to left field. This will get all the way to the wall as the runner from second will come around as Henson continues to hit well today as he is on with a 1-out RBI double.
Batting for the Miners, number 14, Hunter John.
And now batting is number 14, Hunter Jump. As Larson gets things started with a strike to Jump. Runners on second and third now for the Miners. As that pitch misses low. Count runs to 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch is fouled out of play. The count will run to 1 and 2. Jump is batting .231 now. And the last game, he was 2 for 3 with the RBI. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one will bounce in. A nice block by Fullerton, the catcher, as the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Miners strike first in game 2 on a RBI double from Spencer Henson. And that is his 4th hit today. He had 3 in game 1. Already has hit here in game 2. As that fastball will miss low. And the count will run full to 3-2. So here's the 3-2 delivery from Larson, and that fastball will just miss. A tough pitch right there. As the umpire did not bite on that one, and that will be a walk. That will load the bases up here for the catcher, David Avitia. Avitia did not play in game 1, so this is his first at bat today. As he steps in with the bases loaded with 1 out here, top of the first. As that fastball is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Avitia swings through that changeup for strike 2. That ball will miss low for the first ball, as the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and Avitia swings on that pitch, and that will be the second out of the inning. We have time call is pitching coach Chris Beck will head out to the mound to have a word.
Our coach confers with his player. We invite you to enter the Chinook Collectors Club silent auction up for auction tonight on the original
pitcher Larson.
Full color.
Yeah, 2 outs here, bases still loaded. As the third baseman Tyler Bassetti
bidding is up to $75
now up to the plate. So the Chinooks ended their 2-game losing streak in game 1 as they defeated the Miners, first place Miners, in a really close game. Really good win for the Chinooks to improve their record to 10-11. So we're a game back from 500. So with the win here, we'll be at 500. The record will go to 11-11. So Bassetti is now up to bat as he swings on that pitch for strike number 1. Bassetti came in. He did not start in the first game, but he came in, and he was 0 for 2 with the strikeout. So he comes into this game with 200 batting average. Here's the 0-1. That pitch will miss low from Larson for ball number 2. Excuse me, ball number 1, as the count will even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that fastball swung on and missed by Bassetti. He finds himself down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Larson is trying to work out of this jam with only giving up 1 run. So he has bases loaded here in the top of the first inning with 2 outs in the second game of a doubleheader. As the Chinooks are looking to sweep this doubleheader and win the second game. Time is called from Bassetti. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that fastball will miss low for ball number 2, and that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Larson, and he gets Bassetti to swing and miss for the third strike of the at-bat, and that will end the inning. So the Miners leave 3 runners on. They get a run come across the plate on a hit. So as we head to the bottom of the first inning, the Chinooks trail 1-0.
Going on at the local electric cooperative.
Welcome back, fans.
Co-op.
You are tuning into game number 2 of this doubleheader.
We want to recognize
Here are your
state
starting
senator
lineups
Kevin Myers.
for
He's in the
both
ballpark tonight.
teams. Starting
Mr.
lineup
Myers
for the
went
Miners
ahead,
will
got on
kick
the
off
grill, helped cook hot dogs and
Connor
hamburgers.
Quibble,
Mr. Myers
left
now
fielder,
running through the
number
10th inning
24,
leadership.
batting
All
number
the
2,
success in the
number
world.
7, Dan Wright will be playing
And his
second
support
base, batting
of
third, number
Chinook
20,
baseball.
Austin Pinarini. He is the designated hitter, batting fourth. First baseman, number 35, Spencer Henson, batting 5. The right fielder, Hunter Jump, batting 6. The catcher, David Abikia, batting 7th. The third baseman, number 3, Tyler Vassetti, batting 8th. The shortstop, number 2, Drew Swift, batting 9th. Is the center fielder, number 4, Brandon Henry. And on the mound for the Miners, number 28, Ian Churchill. Now, batting for your Chinooks will be the right fielder, number 18, Bailey Collins. Collins will be followed by J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher, number 23. And then Jordan Wharton, third baseman. He is in the third spot. And Gregory Osuna, the shortstop, is batting 4th. Logan White will be the designated hitter. Danny Dopp, number 6, he will be playing first. Jaron Largusa will be playing left field. Thomas Harper batting 8th. He will be playing second. And Anthony Forte playing center will be batting 9th as Collins finds himself down 0-2 quickly here against Churchill. And he fouls this pitch back out of play.
And that foul ball sponsored by Laborers Local 341.
And count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2, and Collins chases that one as he pops that one in the right field. Right fielder is in warning track area as right fielder Hunter Jump is there to make the out.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
And now batting will be the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton, his first pitch swinging as he fouls that one out of play for strike number 1. Ian Churchill is a native of Santa Barbara, California. He attends Santa Barbara Community College. This is his second start of the season and his 4th appearance as that pitch is in there for strike number 2. He has a 2-0 record, a 1.4 ERA. He is pitching in a third, struck out 12. Walked 5 and has given up 4 hits. And in his last outing against the Pilots on June 25th, he threw 4 in the third, giving up 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, and striking out 5 as he gets Fullerton to swing and miss on that fastball. For the second out of the inning, and now batting will be third baseman number 20, Jordan Wharton.
At the plate for your Chinooks, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Wharton had a big game in game 1 for the Chinooks as he was 2 for 3 with an RBI and a walk as he fouls that first pitch back out of play for strike
And that
number
foul
1.
ball sponsored by Edward Jones Financial Investments in Gavin Reed.
Chinooks had 5 hitters in last game with 2 hits as they had a team high of 13 hits as that pitch is called a strike. And Churchill gets ready for the 0-2 delivery. Wharton will foul this one off, and so get out of play. Count will remain at no balls and 2
And that foul ball
strikes.
sponsored by Laborers Local 341.
Here's the 0-2 delivery from Churchill. That fastball will miss upstairs and inside for ball number 1. The count will run to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And Wharton fouls this
And that
off.
foul ball sponsored by Representative Dan Sattler.
Third foul ball will be at bat as the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that is foul. And this will stay in play as first baseman Henson be there to make the catch. And that will end the inning. So the Chinooks go 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits. And to the top of the second, the Chinooks are trailing 1-0.
Navigate the home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now in the top of the second inning. The Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks. As the shortstop, Drew Swift, will lead things off as he swings and hits this pitch to right field. Collins will be there to make the out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second. And that will now bring up the center fielder, Braden Merritt. Merritt, who has a .243 average on the season. And in game 1, he was 2 for 3 with the run scored. As Russell misses upstairs on that pitch for ball number 1.
Number 4, Braden Merritt.
That fastball was in there for strike number 1. As the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. On the season, Larson is 1-0 with a 4.21 ERA. This is his 4th appearance and his 3rd start of the season. He has thrown 10 2/3 innings before coming into this game, struck out 15, walked 9, and has given up 12 hits. And in his last appearance against the Oilers on June 24th, he picked up the win, going 5 2/3, giving up 1 run, 4 hits, walking 5, and striking out 8. As Merritt pops this one into left field, Largusa will be there to make the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that will bring up the top of the order. That's number 24, the left fielder, Kona Quiggle, will step in.
Now batting for the Miners, number 24, Kona Quiggle.
Quiggle, who was 0 for 1 today, he was 2 for 4 with the run scored in game 1. His average is at .317 now. As Larson starts things off with a fastball down the middle for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And a nice pitch. Larson as that fastball catches the outside corner for strike 2. And Larson finds himself ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. And that off-speed is in there on the inside corner for strike 3. Taylor cannot pull the trigger. So the Miners go 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits. And as we get to the bottom of the second, the Chinooks trail 1-0.
Tonight's game.
are back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the second inning. Chinooks up the bat. They trail the Miners 1-0 of this second game of a doubleheader. As Gregory Osuna will lead things off for the Chinooks as he fouls that one back to the backstop. And that would even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Osuna has a .289 batting average, and in game 1, he was 1 for 3 with a strikeout as he watches that one this low for ball number 2. As he finds himself ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Still a beautiful day here on this Saturday. Lee Jordan Field, home of the Chinooks, as Osuna pops this one off. This will stay in foul territory as the second baseman will make the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. One out, to the plate, designated hitter, 12, White. White was the catcher in game 1. He had a big game at the plate as he was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored.
And that's all ball sponsored by
He had a triple
investments in Gavin Reed.
For the Chinooks, his first of the season, as he fouls that pitch back for strike number 1. As White will look to stay hot today. Got a lefty-on-lefty matchup. As he swings through that fastball. Nice swing there. As he finds himself down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Churchill, and that fastball will miss away for ball number 1. Third pitch of the at-bat. The count is now at 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left-handed designated hitter from Arizona. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That off speed will just miss. White even thought that was a strike 3, as the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So White gets another chance here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a nice eye there as that fastball misses outside, and White runs the count to full at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 offering from Churchill. And White hits this one to right field as the right fielder jump will be right there to make the catch for the second out. And that will now bring up first baseman, number 30, Danny Dopp. Dopp did not play in game 1. This is his first at bat. As he swings on that first pitch into right field for a 2-out single. That will be the first hit of the ballgame for the Chinooks. As Dopp is on first with 2 outs. That will now bring up left fielder number 9, Jaron Margusa. This will be Margusa's first game today. He did not play in game 1. Left fielder from Las Vegas, Nevada. He is a teammate of Hannes Kendrick, and will be the teammate of Larson. Kendrick, the starting pitcher. They all will attend Biola University. Will Larson will attend Biola, as Margusa and Hannes already are there. As Margusa watches that fastball catch the inside corner for strike number 1. Margusa comes into this game with a 146 batting average, so he is looking to improve his batting average here. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss upstairs for ball 1. Even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Margusa hits this one to center field. As the center fielder Merritt will be there to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Chinooks get a runner on first with 1 hit. are not able to get run to come across. So we head to the top of the third inning as the Chinooks trail the Miners 1-0.
They understand that buying a house does not.
Action and fan, but we're at the top of the third inning. Some more scores in the ABL as Oilers and the Bucks were in action today. They also had a doubleheader. The Anchorage Bucks defeated the Peninsula Oilers in game 1, 7-2. So that puts the Anchorage Bucks in third place. Ranked 11-11. We are a game behind from the Bucks in fourth place. As Wright will lead things off. He hits this one into left field. And Largusa will be there to make the catch. One pitch, one out. Here on the top of the third, and that will bring up the catcher, the designated hitter, number 20, Austin Pinarini. Pinarini walked in his
number 20, Austin Pinarini.
First at bat. Larson with 3 walks so far today. As he gets things started with fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. Pinarini with the .301 batting average. And a nice curveball there from Larson as that catches the outside corner for strike 2. This will be another 7-inning ball game today. Doubleheaders in the Alaska Baseball League. Those are 2 7-inning games. And the rest of the games are 9 innings. Larson gets Pinarini to swing through that fastball for strike 3. And that will be the second out of the inning. And that will now bring up the hot swinging Spencer Henson. Henson, who was singled in his first at bat, as he was a triple shy of the cycle in last game. As he'll look to keep things going with 2 outs for the Miners. As that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Spencer batted .380 on the season so far. As he watches that pitch in there for strike number 1. So the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 delivery. And nice eye there by Spencer as he did not go on that pitch for ball number 2, and he finds himself ahead at 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 offering from Larson. And Spencer hits this one to third base. Wharton bobbles it, but stays with it. And he gets Spencer out of first base. That will end the inning. So the Miners go 1, 2, 3 to the top of the third. And then to the bottom of the third inning, Chinooks trail 1-0. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We are now at the bottom of the third inning.
Number 31.
Chinooks still trail the Miners in game 2, 1-0. Both teams with a hit each. And the Chinooks will lead things off as the second baseman, number 31, Thomas Harper, will step up to the plate. Harper did not play in the first game as he shows bunt. That pitch misses high and outside for ball number 1. Harper is batting 156 on the season. As he swings and hits this one to left field. Left fielder is running back. This will get over his head and one hop the fence. And Harper will be on with a leadoff double for the Chinooks. Harper getting the pitch he can handle and shooting that into left field over the left fielder Quiggle's head. And he is on second with nobody out. That will now bring up the center fielder, number 14, Anthony Forte. Forte, who was 2 for 3 with a run scored in last game. He'll look to have a hot start here in game 2. His batting average is now at .234 on the season. So he fouls that pitch back for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is swung on and gets past the catcher Avitius, so Harper will advance to third base. So Forte with 2 strikes as runner on third base in a big situation as he can tie this game here. As he finds himself down on the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Churchill, and that is swung on and hit to first base. Spencer will be there as he will beat Forte at the bag for the first out as Harper was not able to advance. So he's at third base still. So with 1 out, a runner on third base now brings up the top of the order. As right fielder, number 18, Davey Collins, step up to the plate. Collins, who was 0 for 1 today, and a .262 batting average. So we'll try to pick up Forte here and pick up this RBI. That pitch misses outside for ball number 1 from Churchill. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that fastball is swung on and hit to the second baseman. And Wright will be there to take care of that out. As if it was playing in, so Harper was not able to advance. And 2 outs. The runner still at third base.
On the plate for the Chinooks, number 23,
Paul
Fullerton.
The catcher will now come up to bat. As he was not able to hold his swing on that curveball. So that would be the first strike of the at-bat. Chinooks had 2 big opportunities to tie this ball game, but were unsuccessful in doing so as that curveball drops in on the outside corner for strike 2. And Fullerton found himself down 0-2. And Churchill can look to get out of this inning on this pitch, leaving the runner at third base. And Fullerton swings and hits this one. The second base right is not able to stay with it. It's past the third as he goes for it. This one allowed Harper to score from third, and that will tie the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, at 1-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. And Fullerton will be on with an infield single and an RBI. That one I'll bring up the third baseman,
Batting for the Chinooks,
number 20, Jordan Morton. So the Chinooks with 3 hits so far in the game. As Wharton, who was 0 for 1, he fouls that pitch off for strike number 1. Chinooks will be back in action tomorrow as we head to Anchorage to play the Glacier Pilots at 7:10. A nice pitch there by Churchill. That off-speed catches the outside corner for strike 2. And the count will run the no balls and 2 strikes on the Chinook third baseman. And the 0-2 pitch. Wharton fouls this one back to the backstop. So the count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. So the Chinooks are able to tie this ball game on a 2-out infield single from the catcher, J. Paul Fullerton. As Harper was able to score, he led things off with a double. As Wharton swings and pops this one to second base. This will be the final out as Wright is there to make the third out, but not before the Chinooks are able to get a run, come across the plate, and we have a tied ball game at 1 apiece, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the 4th.
Lending is a name that's been known for strength, stability, and commitment to customer care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a tie ball game here at 1 apiece. We are now in the top of the 4th inning. The Miners will lead things off at number 14, the right fielder Hunter Jump. Will be the first batter for the Miners. Larson starts him off with a fastball for strike number 1. Jump walked in his first at bat. So we have a lefty-lefty matchup. Nice pitch there from Larson as that pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. And that will run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. On deck for the Miners is the catcher, number 22, David Avitia. As Larson misses on that off speed for ball number 1. Count will run to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And Jump will hit a line shot to Harper at second, and he will be there to make the catch. The first out of the inning for the Chinooks. That will now bring up the catcher, David Avitia, who is 0 for 1 on the day.
Batting for the Miners, number 22, David Avitia.
Avitia swings and misses on that fastball from Larson for strike number 1. Larson, who has thrown a total of 57 pitches so far, 3 walks, 1 hit, struck out 5. And as that pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Here's a 1-1 delivery. Not all speed when it's high. Now we'll run the 2 balls and 1 strike. Larson getting his first experience against college hitters. That fastball in there for strike number 2 on the outside corner. As Larson just graduated high school, he will be a freshman, joining his brother at Biola University. As Avithia fouls that one off. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in for the second game of the doubleheader. As the Chinooks will look to sweep this doubleheader as they won a close one in game 1, 7-6. And we have a tie ball game now at the top of the 4th. As Larson now has a full count on the catcher, Avithia. As he gets ready for the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch is swung on and hit to shallow right. Collins will be there to make the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up the third baseman, Tyler Bassetti, with 2 outs. Bassetti, who was 0 for 1 today,
At the plate for the Miners, number 3, Tyler
struck out
Bassetti.
swinging in his first at bat. Bassetti swings on that first pitch. This will get to left field, get down. This will be a double for Bassetti as Largusa throws it in. And Bassetti will slide at first and the second for a 2-out double for the Miners. And that will now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Drew Swift.
Number 2, Drew Swift.
Swift attends Arizona State University. He's a native of Arizona. And he has a 181 batting average on the season. He's 0 for 1 today. And in the first game, he was 0 for 3. So he has been held hitless up to this point so far. Miners now with 2 hits on the ball game. Swift swings and hits this one to the right side out of play for strike number 1. So Bassetti, the runner on second base. And Swift, the batter for the Miners. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A nice block there for Fullerton. As the count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Larson takes a look at Bassetti at second, and he misses low on that fastball. Count will run 2 balls and 1 strike. Swift. And Larson takes a look at Bassetti at second, keeping an eye on the runner. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Swift hits this one in the right field. This might score Bassetti as he is around third, and he will be in as Swift gets a RBI 2-out single to right field, and that will give the Miners a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. As that will now bring up the center fielder, number 4, Braden Merritt. Nice piece of hitting there from Swift as he was able to go to the opposite field with that pitch down and away. And he has given the Miners a lead, and that was his first hit of the game as Larson picks him off. And we have a rundown here now as Osuna runs him back, and Dopp will get Swift out at first base. So that will end the inning. Not before the Miners are able to get a run on the RBI single from Swift. And we head to the bottom of the 4th with the Chinooks trailing 2-1.
With 2 offices in Wasilla and Anchorage. Baseball.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning as the shortstop Gregory Osuna will lead things off. He is 0 for 1 today. He comes in with the 289 average as Churchill is still on the mound for the Miners. So Osuna fouls this one back for first strike. Have another close game today as the Miners have a 2-1 lead over the Chinooks. Miners in first place of the ABL with a 13-9 record. Chinooks currently in fourth with a 10-11 record. As Osuna is out in front of that breaking pitch, he fouls that off to the left side, and now will get out of play. And Churchill will find himself ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that fastball will miss outside for ball number 1, and the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Chinook shortstop from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. And that 1-2 curveball is swung on a miss from Osuna, and that will be first out of the inning. That will be Churchill's second strikeout. That will now bring up designated hitter number 12, Logan White.
For the Chinooks, number 12, Logan White.
White is 0 for 1 today in game number 2. That curveball will drop in for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And White swings to that changeup for strike number 2. Churchill quickly finds himself ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 delivery. That fastball will miss away. Ball number 1. I'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Churchill has back-to-back strikeouts here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs. Danny Dopp, the first baseman, was coming to the plate.
Number 30, Danny Dopp.
Dopp has a single today. That fastball will miss upstairs for ball number 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch as Dopp swings to that one for strike number 1. Churchill misses inside as that will be ball number 2 in the count run, a 2-1. Churchill trying to get out of this inning, out of 1-2-3 inning. As that fastball catches the outside corner for strike number 2. The count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Should Dopp get on base, Jaron Largusa will be up next. As Churchill strikes out the side as he gets Dopp on that curveball.
And at the bottom of the inning,
and as we head into the top of the 5th, have no runs, no hits. Miners still have a 2-1 lead in this ball game. Leading things off here in the top of the fifth for the Miners will be Raid and Merritt, as the Miners have a 2-1 lead over the Chinooks, as Merritt that lays a nice bunt there, but Dot will be there at first to take care of the first out of the inning. That will now bring at the top of the order as number 24, Kona Quiggle, will step up to the plate. Quiggle is 0 for 2 into this game.
At the plate for the Miners, number 24, Kona Quiggle.
Larson misses low on that pitch for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is swung and fouled out of play by Quiggle.
Sponsored by Laborers Local 341.
Have a 1-1 count on the batter Quiggle. And that off speed will miss low and outside for ball 2. Quiggle is ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's 2-1 pitch. That is swung and popped up to center field. Forte is camped under it. And he will be there for the second out of the inning. 2 outs. That would bring up the second baseman, number 7, Danny Wright.
Batting for the Miners, number 7, Danny Wright.
Wright swings and fouls that pitch back for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Larson. And that pitch misses low. So count will run even to 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch will miss low. Count will run 2-1. Here's the 2-1 delivery from Larson. And Wright will foul this one out of play. This will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Representative Dan Sattler. Larson shakes off Fullerton as he gets ready for the 2-2 pitch. And that is swung on right back up the middle from Wright. And Wright will be on with a 2-out single. And that will be the 4th hit of the ball game for the Miners. As number 20, the designated hitter, Austin Pinarini, will step up to the plate with 2 outs. Batting for the Miners, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Larson misses low on that pitch for ball number 1. Pinarini today has a walk. And he struck out in his last at bat. And Larson throws over to first base. Larson misses upstairs on that pitch for ball number 2. To count will run 2 balls and no strikes. And this pitch will be popped up in the infield. Right, got the third baseman to be there to make the catch. Out number 3. So the Miners get a runner on. Leave and stranded at first base. So we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. The Chinooks trail the whole Miners 2-1. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth inning as the Chinooks are down to their final 9 outs of this second game of a doubleheader. Jaron Largusa, the left fielder, will lead things off.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 9, Jaron Largusa.
Largusa today is 0 for 1, fly out to center field. So we're looking to get things started for the Chinooks here in the bottom of the fifth. As Churchill starts things off with a ball. We have no action going in either team's bullpen right now. As Largusa hits this one past the diving third baseman, Cassetti, and got it in the left field. Largusa leads things off with a single. That single that will now bring up second baseman number 31, Thomas Harper, who had a double in his last appearance. Harper from South Carolina. He attends Savannah State University in Georgia. He is a switch hitter, batting from the right side today. As Churchill throws over to first, Largusa gets back safely. Let's see what Harper has on here. See if he tries to sack bunt or swing. And he shows a bunt. A nice bunt. Pitcher have to be quick with it, and Harper will beat it out. And that will be a single for Harper. So back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Chinooks. And with nobody out, 2 runners on, that will bring it up. Center fielder number 14, Anthony Forte.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 14, Anthony Forte.
This might be a sack bunt situation for Anthony Forte, as he'll try to advance the runners to second and third base with nobody out here. Chinooks now have 5 hits in game 2. Chinooks trying to tie this ball game here or take the lead as we are late in the bottom of the fifth inning of this 7-inning ball game. Churchill comes set as he gets ready to deliver the pitch. And that fastball will catch the outside corner for strike 1. As Forte takes a look at head coach John Grove at third base, give the signs. We have Largusa, the runner at second, Harper on first base as they got on with singles. Largusa started it off, and then Harper followed. As Forte misses on that pitch for a ball. The count will run to 1 ball and 1 strike. Forte from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. He attends Richmond University. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That is swung on and foul.
Sponsored by Edward Jones Financial Investments in Gavin
Forte
Reed.
finds himself down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Churchill comes set as he gets ready to deliver 1-2 pitch. And that off-speed is in there for strike number 3 as Forte was not able to pull the trigger. And that will be the first strike out of the inning for Churchill for first out as well. That will now bring up the top of the order as the right fielder, 19, Eddie Collins, will try to pick Forte up. Collins is 0 for 2 today, as he flew out to right field in his first at bat and rounded out to second in his last one. As he swings and hits this one to center field, Merritt will be there to make the catch for out number 2. Two big outs there from Churchill. As I will now bring up the catcher who was 1 for 2, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
Churchill takes a look at Largusa at second. And that pitch will miss high for ball number 1. Chinooks trying to tie this ball game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runners on first and second. As that pitch will miss upstairs for ball number 2, and the count will run 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Forte takes a nice swing, but not able to catch up on that fastball for strike number 1, and the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Fullerton from Searcy, Arkansas. He will attend University of Alabama, Birmingham this fall. Transfer from Wabash Valley, as that curveball is in on the outside corner from Churchill for strike number 2. And Churchill will look to get out of this jam here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leaving runners stranded at first and second. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And J. Paul will swing and miss on that off speed. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Chinooks were able to get the first 2 runners on base with nobody out, but were not able to do anything with it. As we'll head to the top of the 6th inning, the Chinooks trailing 2-1.
More than 300 offices nationwide in 30 years in the mortgage industry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second game of this doubleheader as the Miners have a 2-1 lead over the Chinooks. They're now at the top of the 6th inning. Miners are now at the bat as first baseman number 35, Spencer Henson, will lead things off. Henson, who is 1 for 2 in game 2. He has a double. Ash Larson is stealing him out for the Chinooks as he starts things off with the ball to Henson, who leads the league in batting average. As Henson hits this one in center field, Forte running back, and he will be there. He won't be there to make the catch. This will get past him. And it looked like Forte was there, but he was not able to make the catch. So Spencer will be on with a leadoff double. That would be the second double of the day as he continues to swing a hot bat for the Miners. And the Miners already have a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Batting for the Miners, number 14, Hunter Jump.
Top of the sixth inning. Now stepping up to the plate will be the right fielder, number 14, Hunter Jump. Jump is 0 for 1 on the ball game. And that curveball will miss low from Larson. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Jump will pop this one up to center field. As Largusa will come from left field as he calls Osuna off to make the catch. And that will be the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up the catcher, number 22, David Avitia.
Batting for the Miners, number 22, David Avitia.
Avitia, who was looking for his first hit in the ball game, is 0 for 2. Larson takes a look at second, and that fastball was fouled off to the Miners dugout for strike number 1. Larson gets ready for the 0-1 pitch, and he misses high. Running count to 1 ball and 1 strike. So you're in the top of the 6th inning of the second game of the doubleheader. The Chinooks took game 1, 7-6 over the Miners. The Miners have the lead now, 2-1. They have a runner on second as Spencer Henson led things off with a double. And Avitia will hit this one to second base. Harper will be there to make the throw for the second out of the inning. Spencer advances to third base. So with 2 outs, runner on third. That will now bring up the third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Batting for the Miners, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Bassetti double in his last at bat, and he scored a run for the Miners. So he comes up to the plate with 2 outs. Bassetti swings to that fastball for strike number 1. Chinooks have some action going on in the bullpen as number 34, Hannes, the older brother of Larson, is warming up. Larson gets that fastball on the outside corner as he is ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And Larson gets ready for the 0-2 pitch. And said he fouled this one back to the backstop. The count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes.
Watch the backboard.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And you have another foul ball from Bassetti to get out of the play.
Number 341.
Here's the 0-2 from Larson, and that off speed will miss low. Count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Larson comes set, and he bounces that pitch in the dirt. Nice block there by Fullerton as count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Larson. And Bassetti hits that one into center field. This would be a double for Bassetti as he is in with a 2-out RBI double, second double of the game. As the Miners extend the lead to 3-1 in the top of the sixth inning. And now lead 3-1. And the pitching coach, Chris Beck, will head out to the mound.
And while Coach confers,
looks like he's buying some time for Hannes to warm up, and it looks like this will be it for Larson. So his day is finished, going 5 2/3 innings. The older brother Hannes will now take over. They'll try to get the final out here in the top of the sixth. So we will have more on Larson's older brother when we come back. Here we are back in the top of the sixth inning as the Miners were able to put on another run to the scoreboard on a double, 2-out double from Bassetti. So now have a 3-1 lead and a new pitcher on the mound for the Chinooks as Hannes Kendrick takes over as he'll face Drew Swift. And Swift pops that first pitch up to Osuna at short. And he will be there to make the catch. And one pitch, Hannes' work is done in the top of the sixth. As we're now heading to the bottom of the sixth inning, as the Chinooks trail 3-1.
Scored. Jordan Wharton.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. As we are now in the bottom of the sixth inning, Chinooks down to the final 6 outs. They are down 3-1 to the Miners. Jordan Wharton will lead things off against Churchill. And that pitch will miss low, run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Chinooks have some action going on. The Miners have some action going on in their bullpen. As Wharton swings through that fastball for strike number 2. He is down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wharton rocking the stirrups today. Third baseman takes a look at that fastball missed outside. And the count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Wharton was not able to hold his swing. That will be the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna. Osuna is 0 for 2 today. As Churchill gets ready for the pitch, and that will bounce in. For ball number 1, Churchill has 7 strikeouts on the day. That pitch will miss upstairs for ball number 2. Osuna swings and this pitch to center field. Merritt is running back and he makes a nice catch in deep center field for the second out of the inning. And 2 outs. That will now bring up the designated hitter, number 12, Logan White. And that pitch will miss upstairs from Churchill for ball number 1. And that 1-0 pitch will miss low for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And Logan takes a big hack and swings through that fastball for strike number 1. It's a count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 delivery from Churchill. And White fouls that one out of play. Count will now run even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And that pitch is on there on the outside corner for strike number 3, and that will end the inning. So the Chinooks down to their final 3 outs. As we head to the top of the 7th, the Miners still have a 3-1 lead over the Chinooks. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in the top of the 7th, and we have defensive change here as Seth Ballinger is in the game. He is in left field. Largusa moves to center, so Ballinger came in for Forte. And Hannes is back on the mound as he will face Braden Merritt, who is 0 for 2. That fastball is in there for strike number 1. Hannes coming into the game has a 1-0 record, 2.4 ERA. This is his 8th appearance. He has thrown 15 innings, struck out 14, walked 3, and gave up 11 hits. And in his last outing against the Oilers on the 27th, he threw 1 2/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run, 5 runs total, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. As Merritt swings through that fastball for strike number 2, and he is down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed pitcher out of Biola University. Here's the 1-2, and that pitch is swung on, and this will get foul over a leaping Wharton at third base. So the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the bottom half of the 7th, Dopp, Largusa, and Harper will be up for the Chinooks. As Hannes misses high on that pitch, count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And that one will miss upstairs as the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Miners center fielder. Here's the full count offering. And that was fouled out of play from Merritt. The count will remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. And that pitch is swung on and hit right back up the middle. As Merritt is on with a leadoff single. As that is the 7th hit of the game for the Miners. And with the runner on first base, that will be at the top of the order. As number 24, Kona Quiggle, the left fielder, will be up at the plate. Quiggle is 0 for 3 today. As Hannes throws over to first base, Merritt gets back safely. As Quiggle shows bunt, but pulls it back. So that pitch is in there for a strike. Hannes throws back over to first base. Merritt gets back safely. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And Quiggle swings to first. Dopp is there. He'll make the out at second, but Quiggle will be first at first. So we have 1 out. We get the lead runner at second. And so we have 1 out. Runner on first base. That will bring up number 7, the second baseman, Danny Wright.
Back into the Miners, number 7, Danny Wright.
Wright today is 1 for 2. As Hannes throws over to first, Quiggle gets back safely. Hannes looking for a ground ball here to get the Chinooks out of the inning. We have a ground ball here to Harper at second. He throws to Osuna at first. At second, excuse me. And Osuna is not able to get right out at first. So once again, they get the lead runner out. And that will be 2 outs in the top of the 7th. So you have 2 outs, runner on first base.
Batting in the field line is number 20, Austin Penarini.
And now batting is number 20, Austin Penarini. Penarini is 0 for 2 today. His average is at 301 on the season. And the first pitch from Hannes is a strike on the outside corner. Penarini didn't agree with that call. We are here at game 2 of this doubleheader. Top of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Chinooks down 3-1. Chinooks won the first game 7-6. As they will look to sweep this doubleheader as they will be up to bat next inning. Down to their final 3 outs. As Hannes gets ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball is swung and hit to left field. Bollinger will be there to make the catch. That will end the inning. So the Chinooks down to the final 3 outs as they come up to bat in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if the Chinooks can either tie or win this ball game. With the Miners winning 3-1.
Prime Lending with 2 opposites.
We are back in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last game for the Chinooks as they trail the second game of the doubleheader 3-1. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Miners. Number 27, Bryce.
We're going to give away something here.
Simon tried to come in and pick up the save for the Oilers. Hassan on the season is 0 for 2 with a 1.8 ERA. This is his 10th appearance. He has 4 saves. He's thrown 10 innings. Struck out 15, walked 3, and has given up 9 hits. And his last outing against the Oilers on June 28th, he threw 1 inning, picked up the save, and struck out 2 as he gets things going against the first baseman. Then Doc, that strike is in there for a call for the first pitch of the at-bat. And Doc pops this one up to the first baseman, and Henson will be there to make the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up the center fielder, number 9, Jaron Largusa. So Ian Churchill, the starter for the Miners, pitched a good game. He went 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 run, striking out 8. And he threw a total of 81 pitches. As he hits this one to third base, and the third baseman, Bassetti, makes a nice turnaround throw to get Largusa out at first, and that will be the second out of the inning. So the Chinooks down to the final out as the second baseman, number 31, Thomas Harper, will step up to the plate. He'll be batting from the left side. So that is 2 for 2 today with a double and a single and a run scored. So he is the last chance for the Chinooks. I see we'll try to get things going with 2 outs. And that pitch is in there for a strike from Tassan. Tassan is from Walker, Louisiana. He attends Southeastern Louisiana. As Harper fouled this one off, knocks the screen camera off. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
And that ball sponsored
And Harper fouls that one off. As the count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from the 6'2" right-handed pitcher. And that fastball will miss upstairs. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks down to their final strike. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And Harper swings and misses on that off speed. And that will be the final out of the inning. And that will end the game as the Miners split the doubleheader as they win game 2. The score is 3-1. So the Chinooks were able to take 1 from the Miners. They won the first game 7-6, but were not able to win game number 2. The Chinooks will be back in action tomorrow, July 1st, against the Anchorage Pilots at Mulcahy. That will be a 7:10 p.m. start. And we'll be back with a post-game show. So you guys don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are live post-game from this doubleheader today on Saturday as the Chinooks took on the first place Matsu Miners. Chinooks were able to split the doubleheader as we won game one in a very close game, 7-6 win for the Chinooks in the first game, but we were not able to pull out the second game as they fell to the Miners 3-1. So the Miners improved the record to 14-9, and the Chinooks fall to 10-12 on the season. Game one was a slugfest from both teams. Both teams combined with 25 hits and 13 runs. The Chinooks jumped out to a early 3-1 lead. And Miners in game one were able to score 4 runs in the top of the third to take a 5-3 lead. And then in the bottom of the fourth, the Chinooks come back with 4 runs to take a 7-5 lead. And Miners put on one more run to make it 7-6, but the Chinooks were able to hold them. So it's a big game for the Chinooks in game one as Sam Brace was the winning pitcher in that game. And River Carbone came in and got the save. And yeah, great offensive game in game one. You know, we had everybody in the lineup except for one person get a hit. J. Paul Fullerton was the only person held without a hit in game one. So definitely a good sign from our offense in game one. And in game two, we played a pretty good game. We held 5 hits that game, and the Oilers had 7. You know, Larson Kendrick, who's the losing pitcher, he started off good. He gave up that first run in the first inning, and then he was able to hold the Miners scoreless in the second and third and give up another one in the top of the fourth. They took a 2-1 lead there, and they were able to get another run at the top of the sixth, take a 3-1 lead, and Larson couldn't get out of that jam. Thomas came in and was able to keep the Miners off the scoreboard, but we weren't able to put on any more runs. So overall, we wish you could take both games, or we'll take 1 out of 2 from the first place Miner team who's been playing really good coming into today. So, you know, we fall to 10-12, currently in 4th place in the ABL right now. We head tomorrow to Mulcahy to take on the Glacier Pilots, who are in last place with a regular 7-13. So hopefully we can pull out a win against them. And on Monday we'll be at the Miners again at 3rd place. Play them at 7. And Tuesday we'll be back at Mulcahy to play the Pilots again. So we have 3 games on the road starting Sunday. And we're off on the 4th, and then we have a 5-game homestand on July 5th. We'll play the Bucks on that Thursday, then the Pilots Friday, Bucks again on Saturday, and then we'll have the Pilots on Sunday the 9th with a doubleheader. So, you know, it's almost coming down to the final stretch. Here we are to be in July tomorrow. So we're already at, 22 games in the season so far, so we're pretty much halfway there. We only have about 15 games left of the season, so we have to really buckle down and have to make sure we keep our guys healthy, keep our arms fresh. That's definitely going to help us in the long run if we want to make the playoffs. So the top 4 teams make it in the ABL with 5 teams total. So hopefully we can hold on and be one of those top 4 teams. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in for this doubleheader. We'll be back here tomorrow at Mulcahy at 7:10 p.m. And Kevin Moore, thank you guys for joining in once again. You guys have a good night and be blessed. See you all tomorrow.